scared of. Got a bit scared from the Irelia pick. I now have. Sorry for not changing screen. My hotkeys didn't work. I did press the right buttons, but it just wouldn't work. Okay. At least another Yasuo ban, probably against John. I think he has some good records with the Yasuo pick, and also it seems like Flying Potatoes just don't want to play against it. Fuck, like that. And the John picking up a Vi for his team. So High on Rainbow would just face roll with the Y, I suppose. Also Drain coming in again with the Trash, picking it away from Pixor. I think he's a little bit mad for that, but the Braum, he is very good as well. So Lenmans, he picked up the Jinx. I don't know how well the Jinx will be happening for them, but at least I think it will work fine. Jinx and Pixar, they have kind of not Jinx and Braum has kind of good synergy when it comes to lane. Also, it might happen we will see an Aatrox coming in from Flying Potato. I really want to see that because Aatrox, I think this is the first Aatrox we'll see in this tournament, or at least the games I have streamed. As for Amar the Ghost, he is going to play Astral. I haven't seen any Astral today or yesterday either, so new picks are always welcome because I love seeing how these I was about to say champions, but these players are playing new champions and having their own ways of playing them on, and that is kind of what I want to see. But Amar Ghost is stuck with something he knows, and that is Illusion. But Bloomigan, I am impressed every time he picks out something new from his sleeve. This time it's the Kale. Last time we had an Italy, he's played that very good too. So the Aurelia as well. So I think Bloomigan is one of the best, and that's part one of the best step-ins they have for Nightcrawl. If you want to see anything where Nightcrawl is in, you can see them on the profile page of Twitch, or you can go over to the YouTube and channel, like just youtube.com/compost, and there you can see like old games from Flying Potato where they have Nightcrawl, and Nightcrawl is also so dominating in lane. One of the best Shivanes I've seen. Also we have Tak Matsumoto and High on Rainbow picking up the Sigs and the Gragas. So on the top lane we have the Gragas Kale, highly probable. And I would like to see how that will work. I think Kale will probably pull ahead early. But whenever we come a little bit out in the game, I think Gragas will have much more poke damage. Or a higher burst of poke, while Kale will have all of this sustainable poke from his E with his ranged basic attacks with the AoE and stuff. It seems like Dark Magic just quickly swaps over to an Evelyn. So that means E-West OP, they just have to buy a ton and ton of all of these pink wards just to see him everywhere. And he will be rich just by clearing them. Result that is. So both these teams are locked in, and we will go through them very quickly. So for the EOS OP, we have the John on Sigs in the mid lane. On the bottom lane we have Pix, Or, and Lenmans. These are on Braum and Jinx. That's the lane I want to see. And I will probably have kind of a high focus on the bottom lane, because Drain and Aimar, the ghost from the other team, have kind of a nice synergy too. Also tag Matsumoto in the top lane, and hi, I'm Rainbow in the jungle with Vi. That is the whole EOS OP team. For the Flying Potato, this game we have Uchi and Drain on Thresh. Joining him, we have Aimar the Ghost as Illusion in the bot lane. Revsalt as the jungler on Evelyn. Bloom again in the top lane as a step-in. With his new kill pick. Also Dark Magic in the mid lane with the Lulu. So this game is kind of exciting, and I just want to jump straight into it. But we have 3 minutes before it starts, and I will take a little break because it's hot as fuck in here. So I'll be right with you. Okay, so we are back into this game. We have Drain and Rev Salt standing here, going around. Rev Salt is sneaky, he is invisible, so he can probably just go around here checking for people. Although if there's anyone here, he is surely seen by that. But there is no one there. Also here we have Drain and the Ghost and holding the ground in the river. Sorry for pausing, I just had to fix something 2 sec.
No, really.
Yeah, really. So Flying Potatoes, they are probably just going for their own buffs. As everyone is gone.
Minions have spawned.
It's target. Then they kill everything.
Also, this Jinx is just using all his stuff.
Everything.
I have to fix this shit.
Smile.
So, like that, and we are good.
All right.
So that means the blue buff for Flying Potatoes and a red buff start for the US OP. So these are very good like starts because they got the bottom lane to help them with like the ADCs, and that goes very quickly, as opposed to only the top lane where you have Tak, Matsumoto, or Bloomingen, sorry. Also, Ishan and Drain and Pixar standing there face to face, not doing too much damage because they are supports. And with the help from their ADCs, they would probably be good. So right now you can see John taking some hits from Lulu, and that is probably how it will happen in the next like 5 minutes or something. Also US OP, they are 1 game below, so Flying Potatoes, they have only 1 more game to win before they are in the grand final, and then we will have something like a quarter or half an hour until we start that one, after like this whole best of 3 series here, and then we'll be done for the tournament. I'm sad actually. So Uchi Drain can't really hit the hooks he wants, but that is some good damage going over to Lemons, and the Q going straight into everything. With that Pixar coming in, and Lemons, you are seen as well with Pixar, but they have the heal and they can get away fairly quickly. And with slows onto Rev Salt, they just back off and everything as it was. Although Tak Matsumoto, he is taking a beating from the Kale Beast. And also the Q is dealing some damage from time to time. But I think a little bit later in the game, Matsumoto will come a bit back into the game. At least the Rev Salt is here doing more damage onto John. So going around here just taking so much damage onto like everyone. It is probably very good because now we can see already the bot lane. Pixar and Lemons, they are below when it comes to health, as the bottom lane of Flying Potatoes, they have full health. So it'll be very much less damage to actually onto them to kill him. Although if just stalling out like this, we might not really have too much. Who has won the last game? It says in the title of the stream. EU West OP won 0. Flying Potatoes has won 1 game already and only need 1 more. So the John gets turned into a little hamster and just running around his turret. So he has to back off right now, and that is a nice hook going on to Pixar, but they can't do too much against Pixar because he's so tanky so early. Like a Braum, you have so much trouble killing a Braum if he's near a turret. in early. Even if you get like tons of CC, it's possible to get around level 4. But if they can get some grabs on the ADC, they might be an easier pick. Also, that is a nice damage just coming in straight before the shields of Pixar comes in. And also, Lemon's actually got some nice rockets coming in onto the Drain base. And that means he drains tears and he has only 33% left. But Bloom again standing here taking so much damage over to attack Matsumoto. Like, right now, Bloom again is mostly just dominating top lane. Also, you have to see here we have. Okay, couldn't find the right button, but whatever. We have an Evelyn just very low, backing off, going to buy some more stuff. Also, Ghost and Drain, they kind of have a lead in the lane like that, but when it comes to gold and stuff, there is actually no difference. It's like at max 3 minutes between them. So these first 8 minutes, it's not really too much happening. It wasn't the last game either, or any other game before. But when you break like the 10 minute mark, everything just goes wild. I hope for that to happen this game too. And there you can see Dark Magic standing here. He's doing so much damage with glitter lances and the basic attacks with the pacey health. So Pixar standing here, same with Drain and AMR goes on the bottom lane. Now you can see Iron Rainbow coming in. That's a nice smite by Revsalt, but he is so low. Beautiful, beautiful flash getting out, but now Dark Magic is knocked back into the face of Iron Rainbow, but the ultimate keeps him alive at least for a bit, and that is a nice dodge of the spell and a nice Bitter Lance coming in from both sides, but the heal keeps them both alive and no one goes down there. In spite of Revsalt and Dark Magic going so low, and Revsalt actually coming up on top with the blue buff, the white tried to steal. So that is a nice minion, picked up a Drain, and that is so close. Also, I mention it again, for those of you who don't know, you can go into compohost.com, go into the tournament section, or I think it's spelled Compose or something, and then go into the overview tab, and there you can vote on who you think will win and what games to stream. Although the games to stream, it is mostly just streaming the final left now, so that one isn't really too important. But show your team support and go in and vote for them, and that'll give them and their team a higher rating when it comes to reputation in page. So that is nice. Also, if you want to get notified by every other challenge, that is a nice ultimate. The Glacier Pusher just knocking up everyone. That's the first blood going on to AMR goes Lenvens. He is so low now, and that is a kill in return and a kill for Braum. So that is 2 for 1 right now, and that actually Lenvens coming out on top. Although it was the first one killing off Drain, but AMR takes him back. That is close. What I was about to say is that we have a Facebook group, another page, a group. So if you go to facebook.com/group/compohost tournaments or something, you can join us there, and then you will get notified about every tournament we do. Also, Dark Magic here is standing right between I'm Rainbow and Dark Magic. He's getting back, but now you can see Revsalt coming in, snaking in from the side, taking down the ferret of I'm Rainbow. So that is him going down. Also, John just jumping around with all his C4 exploding around. So minions and a nice Q straight between every minion like that, and AMR going hard in instead of actually having a Pix or right behind him. So now it's 2 and 2 when it comes to kills, and only 300 gold separating these two teams. So most of it is the one first blood and some minions. If you look at the map you have, or at the scoreboard down below, we have 100 versus 80 in farm in the mid lane. Same story at the top, just opposite. But the John is going very low. He's actually forced to flash from dark magic. So Lulu is getting so strong here, and that is very well for them. So it seems like Taki Matsumoto has gained some power in his lane again, and not too much, but he is not getting face rolled at least. And that was a nice slow up top here, but can't really do too much, and that is a third shot breaking his shield in mid lane. So everything is just calming a bit down, taking down some minions, and it's actually 20 minutes between both the top laners and the mid laners, which means all in all it's kind of equal. Although this turret here is down, that means turret count is actually equal again. So all the minions is gone in favor and stuff, that isn't back, and Taki Matsumoto is going very low. Another ward going down, and Revsalt is getting rich on these pinks. Ooh, dark magic, that is not the spot we want to be in with the ultimate. Barely saving it. I don't know if it's enough. But Haim Rainbow standing here with Revsalt in his way, and that is a nice snipe by Lemons coming up with the ultimate. So all in all, that was the one kill they won, but they burned incredibly much spells for that. At least 2 ultimates and a couple of other long spells. And Tixor is getting grabbed out. He is so tanky, can't really get too much done. Also, Chino Drain, you are done. Yeah, he's done. There was no if. So the dragon is now going in the favor of blue team, which means EOS OP is gaining some power in this game, actually going 2k ahead. So 2k, it doesn't really seem like a lot, but it really is when you come into the game. Because if you translate, let's say, 2k into wards, that is a very lot. If every ward was 100 gold, that would be 20 wards. So that will probably be something like 25, 30 wards if using normal. So that gold is very, very good to have, especially when you're playing against an Evelyn. And so, yeah, not all gold is used on wards, that is right, but it is extra gold and it's nice to have. That's what I'm trying to say. So also early game, it did really seem like Flying Potato would just face roll this game. But now, when getting a bit into it, it seems like EOS OP has more power and they can really get back into it. They might even go push down some more turrets now. So the turret count right now, it is 1-0, but that was really anticipated on the top lane. With the Kale and Gragas matchup. Also Lenmans, you're getting knocked in here. That is him going down, using his ultimate, doing almost nothing because of the shield he got from the ultimate. There's also Tyke Matsumoto. It's a failed teleport in here. The John is going down Dark Magic very soon, I think. So yeah, one more basic attack and he's done. So that is 4 kills going down in the favor of Flying Potato. So that is mostly how it happened earlier too, where they mostly just started bad and started shoving over to the other ones, and then they just get a beautiful executed team fight and they get everything. The gold swings back in 2k in their favor instead of the other ones. That is actually 4k swung in just a matter of 2 minutes or something. That is huge. So 2 turrets now going down in the favor of purple team. Why is this Lucian on fire? Someone tell me. Okay, whatever. For those of you wondering, I am from Norway. So that is probably why my English isn't perfect and probably kind of bad casting habits from that. So here in the mid lane we might actually get a tower. Dark Magic is coming back and the tower is getting low in health. The John gets just jump away and it's fine. So more wards picked up. Did we see both of them? I don't think we did. Let's see here. So Derek coming down here. Not a little too much damage going over, just because of the shields from Thresh. So it really just cancels out a couple of base attacks, and that is a nice hook going over. But that is not something you really want when a Y comes in right in your face. So not something good. Also Dark Magic and John throwing out spells onto each other, and Bloomington and Revsalt are both standing here on the turret doing so much damage on attacking Matsumoto. He just has to jump away and flash. That is how much power Bloomington and Revsalt has up here, doing incredible amount of damage on the turret, and that is a nice ultimate coming up, and the AMR Gold is just going out. That means bottom lane in the turret is mostly just gone, and it's only Thresh here to defend the next one. So you can see here on the top lane, 2 people were trying to recall. You can't really get too much yet. So this is what West OP really wants. They just want to push and push and push onto this turret, and it seems like they can because Dark Magic is answering in mid lane. He didn't really get it hold down, but it seems like if West OP can get him from the backside, they can get him down. Although Bloom again is here and he has the intervention up, so no one is gonna die right now. So there's so much happening, but then just suddenly stall out for a couple of minutes. Dragon's up in 10 seconds, and I think Purple Team Flying Potato will have it because they have like the super position to get it right now. Also, I think if I didn't use Smite right there, and Dragon's up now, already started by the Flying Potato, but there is a ward here. There's a ward he might actually get steal. So getting in there, and Purple Team just smites it so well. Also, that is something good. But now Landmans is on the backside. Revsalt gets the ultimate from Lulu, and everything's just going down. That's nice glacial fissure. It's taking down everyone. It's super mega death rock coming up from the side as well, and that is all damage coming in from the John. Bloomgan, he is getting down by that. No, it was so close. And Uchi the drain. He just thrown it back, and that's a denied quarter kill by Pixor. So when it comes to team fights, I think But if it is well executed, that Flying Potatoes really have the upper hand. That was a very sloppy fight where some of them jumped over the wall and some were back and stand behind in the Dragon Pit. That means they're a split team, and split teams don't really do too much in a team fight. Because if they just split up, they're just pairs of people and not really a team anymore. But if they get a clean 5-on-5 team fight in, for example, a mid lane, the Flying Potatoes, they will probably just face roll, I think. Also, Repsalt, you are not in a good position. Get that up, and that is a nice lantern to safety. So we have 4 people here grouped up in here, and all of the clearing trinkets up as well, but only 1 or 2 wards going down. So when it comes to like team fights, Flying Potatoes are really reliant on Thresh to hit the right person, and Bloom again to actually use the intervention right, and not just pop it on whatever who is attacked. He really wants to defend himself and AMR the Ghost. And Dark Magic don't really have too much damage, but he is so high utility that he is a beast in team fights. Like all the sustain and shields he can give, it is just a super good, plus for his team to have. Also this rate going down, 41 gold going over to AMR the Ghost. So I'll be right back. I just have to fix something in like a half a minute, and then it will be great. Yay, Red Bull Balls, and that is Lemons going down to AMR the Ghost. Nice ultimate coming over to High on Rainbow, and Repsalt, you should not get chased here. That is a nice juke. Although the Lantern's coming here and he is safe. So one more question for chat. When I like press buttons like this, do you hear my keyboard like very loud? So Baron might actually but get started very soon. Although we have a Kale right up here. I am Rainbow, Pixar, and John, they're all just standing around Baron Pit, but they back away when people are in close proximity. So some of you are requesting 4 ADP while some is complaining about bad quality when I do it. I will try to see if I can lower just a bit rate and rather just have this quality. I don't know how that would work. Probably going for something like 500 megabyte lower, kilobytes lower. Sorry, and we'll see. Also up here, Matsumoto is taking so much damage just from the Rune's Hurricane. That item is like built for having kills, AP with damage. So yeah, I think that is one of the only champions who actually complements their skill set with it. Yeah, although ADCs they work with it, but doesn't really work as good as many other items work. In my opinion, Rune's Hurricane should have been buffed a bit, or I would suggest lowering the attack speed but adding probably some crit. And yeah. So there's a nice Jugo spear, and the dragon is going down so quick. Dragon is down and blue team has gotten it already. So at the same time they was back, we had this Kale here, just doing whatever. But up here we have a fight. It didn't really break out what you want. And Uchi and Drain is getting low, although Rev Salt. Everyone's just like jumping in, going super low, and then a shield comes in and just heals them up. Same here, like Bloomingen going low and then using his intervention. But that is a nice fight for blue team. EOS OP was just dominating that fight because all the shields and stuff. High on Rainbow, what are you doing? Just going down with environment. So that is at least 4 of members getting a Baron buff. Seems like. In 2 seconds, it will be like a 2-second pause. I will just fix something like that. Okay. This fight's just going on. More turrets going down. And now we have a 5-free turret count. So flying potatoes, they are really getting behind. So when we look at the kills, we have 70-10. That is 7 kills down for the flying potato, and they were so dominating last game. So I don't really know what they did wrong this game. It seemed like they just lack communication. I think they are kind of like tired. They have played, I think it is 5 games in a row or something. 4 it is. No, something like that. But at least and they've played some games and stuff.
Float like iceberg. Sting like thrown iceberg.
What the fuck? So right now we have the blue team on the doorsteps of purple team base. So EOS OP, they could... I actually think they are far enough ahead that they actually could just walk onto the turret, take it down super quickly, and still get back. Because they are 6k ahead, and it's still increasing. It seems like the wave clear from Dark Magic, Bloomingen, and team, it is kind of good. So blue team gets like to the turret, then we have to back off. So if Tak Matsumoto and Pixor could stand in front taking up all damage while we get what is it, this Jinx just using all his damage so quickly, I think that would have worked very good for taking down turrets. Although they do have to like kind of focus the right people and just knocking around my microphone while moving my hands. So if you just get the Jinx in the range, this turret is gone so fast. turning over to like the machine gun stage, go even faster. So dark magic on the side here standing. New minion wave coming in, and that is more damage coming onto the turret. Now Pixar is doing just what I said, going straight onto the turret, just getting it away, so not too much damage is gone from that. Revsalt is just gone, although he do get shields and interventions, so he actually lives. That is what I said, like, people are going down so far, like 200 health, and then get shields and heals and interventions and everything, and they're just fine. Like, that is the teamfight potential of playing Potato. They just need to use aggressively, not defensively, and that is a Sonus just keeping him alive as well. But the John surely picks him up, or not. Like, I just can't call anything because it's a double kill for Jinx down here, and it seems like Dark Magic and Bloom again will be fine. Although that is a shutdown and a double kill for for Revsalt. Another double kill for Dark Magic as well. So that means 5 people down for blue team. They were just standing far too long in the base. They should have just backed out after the inhibitor and everything will be fine. And they could probably just go down and secure the place on the dragon bit. But now this turret, it is surely going down because there's no one alive for 5 more seconds. I don't know, dragon's alive, so I think they will just go straight for it if they have the timer. Also, there's still 2 minutes before battle. So that was some huge like throws. First team, nice rocket going on here, and some more backs. So they had basically the games in their palms of their hands. They just threw it back. They just threw the whole game back to, or not the whole, threw some parts of the game like an arm and a leg and probably a head too, back into the favor of Flying Potato. Dragon's going down now. It seemed like an ice dragon for a sec, but so they are still only just 7k behind them, and at least 3k of that is turrets. So it's only Dragon Gold and Baron Gold that is holding them ahead. Okay, and of course the 70 gold lead of minion lead. But at least Baron's up in 40 seconds. I think purple team Flying Potatoes will try to contest it, sending back Dark Magic to get some health, and they will have their position onto the Baron pit because it's up in 20 seconds. I don't know if all have the timers. All I know is that there's not really many wards for blue team there, and the only one near there is the John, and it's only 5 seconds left. But I think blue team, the EOS, the OP, they have the superior position right now to get back another dragon. Although Evelyn is around the corner and they haven't seen him yet. So that's a nice back off, and that spell just didn't hit. Also Daniel's here on the side using all the slows, and that is a nice knockback, so he couldn't use any spells. The Glacial Fissure only hits Revsalt. That doesn't matter because he has to flee as well. Only attack Mizumoto and High on Rainbow, they're so low right now. It's a nice Super Mega Inferno Bomb just coming in and killing you. So AMR the Ghost, if they just can retrieve back onto the turret, I think they might be fine. Because all the extra damage from turret, it really helps them getting something down here right now. But with this Jinx just pushing down, you can see the machine gun just going straight under this turret and going so fast. Also, there is no one to really do too much. Revsalt doesn't have the movement speed without using his, what is it, W? And if you could use it and get into the faces of the right people, that would be great. But they can't really get to it because the defense of high, I talked Matsumoto and High Rainbow. It was just so good for a second, and they kept the John and Lemons alive for a long time. But now blue team is very low and they have to back off. I don't think they can really contest too much. It seems like they are probably just going straight for Baron. Although we have both the Super Mega Inferno Bomb and the Super Mega Death Rocket, so both of them can just be thrown straight at the Baron and they will probably get something from it. Although this is going down very fast, and that's a nice teleport in. Attack Matsumoto is here as well. He's getting slowed and stunned and everything, and High Rainbow is coming in from the backside. He's just killing everything. And Bloom again is forced to use everything and just snared up by the Chompers. So that is not good. Also Red Salt going down here on the side. Dark Magic, you really have to use the Wind to get away, because now you have an open base going straight into one Nexus turret and a Nexus, so that one will go down and we'll probably have one more round of this series. So that is well played, and it's a 1-for-1. So one round again. That I'm so stoked. I am so stoked for this next.